Not only is Mrs. Monster going to be firing it up today, but so am I. I had to break the torch out because I didn't have any 3/4 by half Pro Press tees, and Home Depot didn't have any on the shelf. And it was a Saturday morning, bright and early. And we got Nemo with us today, and we're going to take care of an outside shower. We're going to make it simple yet effective. We're going to be able to winterize the entire thing. So we're going to stop by pilot hole drilling to find out where the actual sill is in this bad boy before we go ahead and drill the major holes. We didn't get to drill any major holes this weekend, but the finger work is on point. So is that blowjob. Gotta make sure all the dust particles are out so I don't get yelled at for not taping up my ends of pipe before I go ahead and shove them through the hole. So there we are, located down in the basement, and we're just so close to the tie-in points, and people are going to say, you should have an M12 tubing cutter. And I'm going to say, you know what, you're right. And I had one, and it died on me, and I never went back and got one. But the general pipe cleaner close cutters, say that 12 times fast, they're my go-to. When they're brand new, they cut right through. I'm trying to build my forearm strength, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to save my wrist just yet. But listen, I've had the M12 cutters. I don't know how many times I got to say it. They do work great on 3/4 and 1 inch when you're in an open space. But the moment you got to get it into a tight space, you got to reach for the other cutter anyways. And the thing sucks on 1/2 inch tubing. So here I am whipping out the MAP gas. Somebody's going to tell me I should have a B tank with this. This is what residential guy is going to be driving around with a B tank? I got one. It's in the shed. If I need it, I bring it with me. Otherwise, I got the MAP gas. I call it the ball bag torch. And it does the trick. So we're sweating in the 3/4 by half tees because you already know why. And then we're going to move on to Pro Press because who wants to use this thing more than they really have to? You know what I'm saying? I didn't put any flux on my joints when I was done, like all you apprentices out there that can't help themselves but show off their solder fittings like it's like it's an art. Anyways, that's pretty artsy. If you're on these apps showing off your soldering skills, it's because you just learned them and you're still an apprentice. So we're moving outside to get this part done. Nemo showed up. He's got his raincoat on because it's sprinkling out a little bit. And we're going to get this thing cut close to the house as possible that I can use a Pro Press gun. And we're doing 1/2 inch Pro Press unions right away. And why am I doing that? Because I live in New England and we're going to have to break this down come fall. So instead of leaving the shower valve outside and just putting drain downs on it, because nowadays shower valves are inside guts of plastic, rubber, they won't make it through the winter. You can't completely clear the water out of these puppies, so instead you just put 2 unions right when it comes out of the house, put 2 draw-offs inside the basement, and break the unions. 3 split rings, you just got to take the screws out, and then you can bring it in your garage for the winter and put it back in next summer. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So there we are, moving on to the C1 jaws. I wouldn't have been able to get this thing that close to the house if it wasn't for these C1 jaws. So thanks, Rigid. Always allowing me to do my job proper. And of course, we're rocking Vega Pro Press because, you know, we only use the best. Because we're out here pressing the best and selling it to the rest on this page, baby. If I'm using this stuff on a daily basis, I'm going to talk about it. And some of you may even be encouraged to go out and buy it. Just like my shirts, 30packjack.com. We're not open yet, but when we do, just know I put out plenty of content without the store open. So when I am marketing that store, it's because it's open for 7 days. And guess what? People do buy shit off of there, believe it or not. So don't give me shit when the store opens and I start marketing for those 7 days. Anyway, we're going to throw some dope on the face of those unions because I dope every single ground joint I install. Speaking of joints, it's getting a little late in the day. Putting on the trim, and then we're going to go in and turn the water on and get this shower up and running. I'm going to fumble with the handle because I couldn't get the Allen key to fit correctly. But now that it's on there, I think, I don't know, is it? Who knows? Moving on, turn it on, and liven her up. See the draw-offs in the background. Now you're watching me handle my cock. And then we're going to put some... we're going to put some escutcheons against the wall so we can keep the comment section at bay. And there it is. It's all said and done. Simple yet effective. Break it down for the winter. I'm not even going to re-listen to what I just talked about for the last 15 minutes. But it looks like Nemo actually went in the shower at this point. There he is. Everybody say hi to Nemo. And then we're going to go back home to Superstar. Just grilling and chilling, I guess. This is totally my fault. I had her sidetracked at the moment, and the meat was on there. I don't know. It's real greasy. This grill ain't it. We got to go ahead and get one of those Blackstone griddles so she can cook her meat. But I can't help but show off that smile.
Come on. It's all right. Everything's going to be okay.
Oh, that's not too shabby.
What are you doing? Ah, see, it's still good. It's just a little crunchy on one side.
That's us.
Hey! Dear. You eat it and you like it.